let me say a hearty good morning to one and all this morning. Welcome to another edition of To The Point. Today being Wednesday, the 28th day of September. We still have a couple more days within the best month of the year. Some may take me to task for that, but I understand you may feel the way you feel. Anyway, good morning. It's GT with you this morning. I'll be with you until it's 10 a.m. To the point today. There's no particular guest will be with us in studio today, so which means it's another edition of Open Line, where you, our listeners and viewers and listeners of, have the option of calling in, sharing your views, thoughts. You may have an idea that you like to throw out. You may have something that you think, hey, if I say this today, it may help move this country forward, and we certainly will accept that a whole lot. Also, let me say good morning to our online listeners this morning, especially via our social media platform, Facebook to be precise. Good morning. Welcome, and certainly hope all is well with you folks who are tuned in via our Facebook page. Don't forget to share the live. I have just done it, so which means you can, of course, follow suit and share the live. All right, and certainly hope we will have a fun-filled time today, and I encourage you folks when you do call in, and I've been told that I've been too lenient with the callers at times, so folks, please try to keep your comments as short as possible. Just keep it to the point and let's move on. All right, 435-2041. Let's take our very first caller for this morning. Caller, would you mind lowering your radio or whatever device you have in the background? Lower it, please. Good morning.
Good morning. Me what the Christine what they call it to tell you good morning.
Good morning.
Nice seeing you.
Oh, it's nice to hear from you. How are you doing?
Yes, everything okay. Yeah, I see you have some hard tasks.
All right.
You just take a good breakfast good morning. You have to talk very plenty.
I try.
Yes, with the fella with the girl with the key and to bury in Montgomery. That's not a good decision at all.
All right.
They should have given him the prison what the first time they give him.
All right, man. Have a good morning.
Yes, I want you to talk to the government to fix the road in Meadow Falls, please. I can go to factory.
Well, I will see what I can do. Not making any promises. All right? You too. Yeah, she's saying she wants me to speak to the government. I'm not sure I have that particular strength per se to actually speak to the government. Of course, we would have helped to disseminate the information that you folks are giving out, are given to us per se, and we pass it on, and I certainly hope they will listen. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I don't know much about law, but as far as I'm concerned, maybe I know about interpretation of words, of paragraph, of meaning of words, etc., etc. Now, when I look into this, well, I won't say recent, the incident or the accident that occurred a few years with this British man and the lady at Montgomery. When you look at the majority of liars, bear in mind, I didn't say all, because I don't want some to cost me or to say this, I don't understand. The majority or the minority, I don't know what word to use. They learn law, but some of them learn law in different countries. But the interpretation of each of them, or many of them, varies on the same matter. Because you can get on the discussion they have in your program. This one don't agree, and these interpretations, the concept, the ideas. So I do not know what to believe, because some say the thing was missing, some say it was removed, some say it was stolen. What do you want me to believe? I do not know. So it could be stolen, it could be missing, it could be. Now you hear in another story. Is it transcript or the audible, thing that they're reading? It's not, or the interpreting is not audible enough. What do you want me or the people in the country to believe?
All right.
Because you hear people who are judges arguing with the same legal-minded men. But mind you, I hope you're not legal-minded too, or you might be likely to be legal-minded. The word legal-minded, I don't even know what it means. Legal-minded, I might be legal-minded. So I don't even understand.
All right, caller. Have a good morning. Have a good morning. Have a good morning.
Get the acts together. I could give you. Okay, let me tell you. I went to
take a 10 seconds and wrap up, caller. Take a 10 seconds.
Yeah, I want to wrap up. I got a probate. The probate had some error on it, whether typographical or willful error. I went back to correct it after a few days. I took a few months. Lady saying nobody there to see after it. Nobody there to see after it. After that, I went now to a liar, and he told me, "Go and take me land." And the person that involved in the land never tell me, "Could I go and take what I don't know?" That's what the liar told me. A liar.
All right, caller, thanks for your contribution this morning. 435-2041, 435-2041. Let me say good morning to those of you who are locked on via our Facebook page. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to Sonia. Good morning to Mary. Good morning to Ernesto. Good morning to you folks, and thanks for being part of To The Point for this morning. And I'll try my best to keep the callers as short as possible. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. How are you?
Yes, good morning, Mr. Telesford. I'm normally precise and to the point.
Go right ahead.
Two things I'd like to talk about this morning, Mr. Telesford. In recent times, I heard some very interesting words being uttered by Mr. Jerry Edwin, a prominent lawyer in St. George's, and also from Mr. Anselm Clouden. Now, the first from Mr. Edwin is in words to the point of encouraging Grenadians to seriously consider moving away from the monarchic system. Oh, Mr. This is music to my ears, Mr. Edwin, because this is a gentleman who one time, a couple of years ago during the referendum, told the Grenadian people that our constitution is one of the most beautiful in the world. But I'm happy to hear his change around. Mr. Cloud, only a couple nights ago, also said that he thinks that one of the best things that can be done to Grenada's constitutional architecture is going into what it is known as a Republican presidential republic. Oh, this is good news to my ears, news and music to my ears, Mr. Clouden, but here is the deal. I want you people in your position as lawyers, prominent lawyers in this here country, to join in calling upon the monarchy that rules this here land to immediately generate a referendum asking the Grenadian people if they so desire to continue living ruled by the Queen, pardon, Charles Rex the Third. Do it, Mr. Cloud. Do it, Mr. Edwin, in the interest of the people, and serve your purpose as lawyers for these, at least the upcoming decade. Now, the other thing I'd like to end on this, Mr. I don't abuse, so let me run through it quickly. Yesterday, after a long time, I've been into St. George's alone to do my own business, because it's been 2.5 years I had extreme difficulties in St. George's, moving around St. George's. A violation of my fundamental rights to accessibility as a visually impaired. I'm trained, I know what I'm about. I know my St. George's. I can go into any store and buy my thing for myself. Why is it that the people of Grenada are avoiding me or depriving me of this right to accessibility? They're snatching on to my cane and pulling it. They're assaulting me, telling me to go home and sleep. What kind of thing is happening in this country? They have the only thing I haven't seen on the sidewalks of Grenada are the van beds and Morris chairs. So what is happening? Why is it I am being deprived of my fund? As a matter of fact, we've heard on the same radio station, normal people with both legs and otherwise, who can see, have having difficulty on the sidewalks of. Why should the sidewalks of Grenada become business places? I'm calling on the chief of police and his subalterns to clear the streets of St. George so that people can move accessibly in accordance to the rights to mobility in this here country. There are many more. Just imagine, let's leave it a basic there, because you can imagine what it is to having umbrella ribs jamming into the face mask. Thank God the face mask I have in my face and it plunges into the face mask. None went into my eyes yesterday, but they've been in before. So what is this, brothers and sisters? What is this, chief of police? What is this?
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rolo. Thank you. No, I don't abuse. Don't worry.
Good morning. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's a number for you to be part of To The Point for today. Let me say good morning to Sister Isles of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Probably could get some callers out of Carriacou. Let us know how the situation like inside of Carriacou, what's happening. Haven't heard much from the folks of Avail lately. So folks in the Sister Isles, you could probably chime in with us this morning and give us a preview of what's taking place inside of the Sister Isles. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my dear. How are you?
I'm doing very fine. And how are you?
Doing well.
I just want to
think we may have lost that caller there for some
What is
reason.
OBR? OBR works, and have that in the mind. Thank you very much.
All right, caller. I'm not sure the direction you're going at, and I certainly don't want to even follow through in the direction you're going at. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number to be part of To The Point for today. It's an open line segment. Good morning to you, caller. How are you?
I'm okay, I'm good. I just want you to explain something for me. Because we have all this problem going on with clock, I would like to know if they free, if they seize the passport from not traveling, they still investigate.
Caller, just easy, slow down a bit. I've missed the first part of the statements you were making. If you want to start over, let me know.
Okay. I would like to know if they want to stop him from traveling because he's English. Right, they're free, but I would like to know if they would allow him to travel, seems that they have problem with the freeing, and if they want to hold his passport, or if he leave the country already, because he's free from prison, he could do anything. We don't know if he's in the island still, and we don't know if we're going to stop him from traveling until they stop it out.
Thank you for your contribution this morning, caller. 435-2041. That I cannot answer, caller. I am not privy to that part of information. That we may have to have up maybe a member of the police or maybe someone from the legal fraternity passing by and have that particular chat with them. They could probably give us that particular direction in terms of where it goes from here. Let's go back to the phone line. We lost that caller. 435-2041. You on To The Point here on GBN TV and K105 Radio. Your phone calls are certainly welcome, and you give us that call. I think I may have been the one having the phone off the hook for a wee bit. My apology for that if you were calling and we're not getting through. So, folks, give us a call. As I mentioned, I hope we could get to speak to someone in the Sister Isle of Carriacou. Let's know what's going on. I haven't visited Carriacou in a long time. It's probably one of my to-do lists before the end of 2022. Good morning, caller. How are you?
Good morning. That mister has been freed. He's claimed that he has left the country and is now residing or is at London or England or the United Kingdom. That's what I heard it from your radio, from where you sit. It don't belong to be you. But on the discussion with the same liars, they said that he's out of the state. I don't know what I mean then. I don't know how many states we have. We might be in Carriacou or Pitimatnik.
All right, caller. Thanks for your contribution this morning. Thank you so much for your contribution. 435-2041, 435-2041. We do have another caller. Let's entertain this caller. Caller, good morning, and how are you?
Well, just easy, GC. What's happening? I got a report that the Parangban opening on the 8th of next month in Carriacou.
Oh, you calling from Carriacou? So Parangban will be opening up on the 8th of next month.
Yeah, I don't know if you get a report on that.
No, I haven't. That's why I asked. So,
yes, well, that's
good to hear that. Anything else happening inside of Carriacou that you think, of course, folks in the mainland should bring some interest to us about it?
Well, the only thing, the mainland now does take part in the Parangban. So then I think they might get a report on that news also.
All right, caller. Thank you so much for sharing what's happening inside of Carriacou. 435-2041, 435-2041. And looking at the Facebook comment section, we see Alistair is chiming in saying that the sidewalk has been a problem, and there is no police to patrol in the town anymore. I won't say there's no police to patrol in the town. Maybe at a particular time. Someone once told me if you want to commit a crime in the town of St. Joseph, at the time you could do it because there's no police around that time. Now, I'm not encouraging that at all. But so you're saying that there is no police to patrol in the town anymore? Don't know what they are doing. They have wardens and are soon to get street lights. So what are the police doing? Clean up the bloody town and Market Square. Let's go back to the phone line. Good morning to you, caller. How are you?
Morning.
Good morning.
I bet you if it was a Grenadian or they do that in England, they could not have get away. This is not fair. Because the man killed the girl, put her in a suitcase and he buried her. And yet still, the people and them here set him free as a white man to go back in the country. This is not right.
Thank you for your contribution.
No right at all.
Thank you so much, caller. I can feel the passion that has been expressed by lots of callers, of course, around the island pertaining to this particular issue that has taken place. It seemed to be one of those conversations that's going to be around for a wee bit in terms of folks being dissatisfied by the outcome lately. Let's take a look at, of course, information from Ernesto pertaining to some issues, some highlights, per se, inside of the Sister Isle of Carriacou. And he's saying... So some of the things that the Honorable Tevin Andrews is doing inside of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, you see a brand new van for PM, a fire truck, of course, to the folks inside of Petit Martinique also, a new dental chair. Is it new roofing for the people, for the police, for the people's station? It should be for the police station maybe, and have been covered with that was covered with the tarpaulin for a long time. And there's animal vet, so in the Sister Isles, and so forth. Lots is happening there. Lots been done, per se, by the new representative for Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Good morning to you, caller. How are you?
Good morning, Mr. Kedo.
Good morning to you.
I would like to understand something. I heard Mr. Karen say that some transcript missing, the computer missing. Some people saying that the transcript missing and no computer missing. How that is possible that the transcript missing and the computer is missing? Is it possible that somebody
caller, you saying that you heard that the transcript is missing and the computer is not missing, so you want to know which one is which one? You understand?
I don't know which one.
All right.
If somebody check the computer and they take out the transcript and they leave it there, and they go to the computer and transcript. Which one it is? I want to get a correct answer. Which one is missing and which one is missing?
All right. Thank you for your contribution this morning, caller. All right. Well, we have heard various comments been made pertaining to what is what. Of course, there have been different views expressed about it, that no computer has been missing, and they're saying that there's portion of the transcript that is missing. So there's various views pertaining to that. I don't want to give much details about it because sometimes I may not give you the correct information pertaining to it. So that would leave for the experts in that particular field to share that information with you. 435-2041. We due for a break. Let's take our first break within this segment. We'll be coming back with more of your phone calls on To The Point for today, Wednesday, the 28th day of September. We're coming right back.
New Morgan.
Don't miss the new season of Interesting Grenadians on GBN TV and social media platforms from Wednesday, October 12th at 8 p.m. and every Wednesday until November 9th, featuring the Anya Chow Chung story, the Richard Duncan story, and lots more. It's Interesting Grenadians, celebrating our interesting and outstanding Grenadians at home and abroad. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on GBN, beginning October 12th. You won't want to miss it.
Mingle and Jingle coming soon to all GBN platforms.
As GBN brings you coverage of this year's Hero CPL, there will be some adjustments to our programming lineup. On Tuesday 27th, Wednesday 28th, and Friday 30th September 2022, transitions will be at 5:05 p.m. GBN TV News will be at 6 p.m. and repeated right after the CPL match. Transitions will be rebroadcast after the GBN News repeat. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere with sports coverage.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners.
Be an instant winner today with the NLA by simply purchasing your Daily Pick 3 and Playway tickets at your nearest agent or NLA outlet. As a proud sponsor of the CPL cricket coverage, the NLA continues to support the development of sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. The NLA, making your dreams a reality.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners.
Welcome back back to our listeners and viewers this morning. Welcome back to The Point here on GBN TV and K105. We're taking your phone calls. We, of course, encouraging you to give us a call and, of course, express your views, your concern pertaining to issues about this lovely island of ours, including our sister isles of Carriacou and Pretty Martinique. Let's go back to the phone line and see what we can say good morning and hello to this caller. Good morning to you, caller. How are you?
Yes, good morning. We have to get serious in this country. Too much nonsense conducted. This Clark man. Now, the judge could be recalled. It's an audio. The judge could be brought, which part of the world he is, bring the judge back here and get the information from the judge. That's a transcript. That's it right there. Bring the judge back, get the audio, the judge must recollect what he said. And you get that judge back here, you get that Clark man back here, and get him to serve his sentence. That cannot go like that. Grenadians cannot sit down and play with that. That is a serious matter. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution this morning. Call 435-2041, 435-2041. You have the option of calling in and sharing your views and concerns this morning. Let's go back to the phone line. Good morning to you, caller. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I understand the passion on this matter because it really is very, very unfortunate. You see, the thing is that when somebody appeals, I mean, this guy was not appealing whether to determine whether he was guilty or innocent. His guilt was already established. All he was appealing is the length of his sentence. and that's the irony. I don't know if many of you have followed it. It was just about the length of the sentence. And you mean he get no sentence, basically, only time served? Because an appeal was about to be done, it was not even done on the length of his sentence. I think that is very sloppy. And I hope this is not the end of the story. I must say, though, I'm not satisfied that the authorities in the country has given us enough confidence in terms of what really happened. Because it will seem that different people are saying different things, even from the judiciary and the Ministry of Legal Affairs. And because to me, the DPP was saying something that was different from what the AG was saying, and she didn't seem very confident. That's how it came over to me about what she was saying. So I think the government needs to get its act together and tell us definitively, do a quick inquiry and tell us definitively exactly what happened, and let us see how we can get this case back. And it's very unfortunate because this young lady, the victim, I've never met her, but her dad is a relative of mine, and both of her parents I taught at school. I don't know if they were high school sweethearts, but I taught both of them at the same school. So so she is pretty close to me because her parents are, and especially her dad, although I've never met her. So this thing, it is not a very easy thing to handle when somebody walks free. Just because they wanted a lighter sentence, you literally said you gave them no sentence? Come on, we ought to do better than that in Grenada. There must be something we can do at this stage to let that man serve more than what he got.
Thank you for your contribution this morning, caller.
You're most welcome.
Thank you so much. 435-2041, 435-2041. And we taking your phone calls this morning. You want to share your views and concerns this morning pertaining to any particular issue, you certainly can give us a call. Let's take another caller. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Telesur.
Good morning to you, sir. I'm all right.
All right. Mr. Telesur, there was 2 killing by women, foreign men kill women in Grenada. There was 2. There was both of them in the south, right? The English guy and the Indian guy kill, right? One killed one in the house in Skim, and the other one killed one in Cali. Think about it. Both of them killed. At least the one that get away and go to England, at least he buried his lady. He did bury her, so she get in a suitcase, but she did bury. The other one, the guy killed her and threw her over a precipice like a dog, right? He spent about 8 or 10 years. He come out and he left and he went back to India, marry an Indian, and bring her back in Grenada, living happy in Grenada, in Grenville, open a little business, and still around, right? I don't see why. If we do that in the other countries, we go to England, we go to the United States, Canada, I don't know what the country, and we kill somebody. We make with time, and when we finish make our time, they send us back to our country. So why this guy could go and kill and come back and still living in Grenada and nobody doing nothing about it? I want the Attorney General, I want them, Claudia Jones, and them to do something about it. It's time to get rid of this guy from Grenada. He has to leave the country, right? Because he killed just as the other one.
Thank you. Thank you for your contribution this morning, caller. Thank you so much. 435-2041, 435-2041. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Calling this morning on Miss Claudette Joseph. Miss, I'm just begging of you, please, remember some of the young people that support the NDC. For 8 years, things wasn't going good for them, especially with good jobs and things. I'm asking you, please, to remember them and see if you could fit them some way. We have people that things was going good for them for the 8 years under the NNP. And now they're still calling for you to remember them with jobs that they say they was in the system already. So please, I'm begging you, help the young people who was never yet in the system. They need a little blight too. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you for your contribution this morning. Call 435-2041, 435-2041. Give us a call. Let us know what you would like to speak about this morning here on To The Point. It's moving down to 27 minutes after the 9 o'clock hour this morning with you until it's 10 a.m. this morning here on To The Point. Folks seem to have a personal feeling towards that issue pertaining to the individual who was able to be set free for the crime that he committed. I won't say basically for the crime he was committed, because as one caller alluded to, his appeal was basically for the length of his sentence per se, and that's where that whole debate came in there, and which led to him being set free. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning to you.
Well, yes, good morning to you, GT, and have a good day. Now, let me say this. Let me start with leadership on the broadest possible scale. This vexing matter. Listen to this. We are forgetting that the same people in the legal offices are the same people at the political office. But look at this here. The DPP is giving one side of the story. The Attorney General is giving another side of the story. The Bar Association is giving another side of the story. But where is the registrar in all of this? Ladies and gentlemen, take careful notes. Have a great day, sir.
Thank you for your contribution this morning. Call 435-2041. It's To The Point. It's an open line for today, and you have the option of calling in. Let's go back and take another call. Good morning to you, caller.
Good morning. With all fairness, I think GBN or other news media should get the former AG and the registrar to give the nation an explanation as to what happened 3 years ago to a computer. Because we seem to be spinning top in mud. The new AG is reporting on what she has been told, yet we are trying to say she don't know what she's saying. So in all fairness, get the forester and the registrar and the DPP, let them come and explain, because the AG presently and this government has nothing to do with anything disappearing from there prior to June 23rd. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. It's 29 minutes moving out before 10 o'clock here on To The Point, here on GBN TV and K105. We due for a break. Let's take a break. Before we take that break, let's grab this caller. Probably take that break after this caller. Caller, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, sir. How are you doing today?
Doing good, sir. Doing good.
I have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's a problem for everybody in the community. I live in the Willis area.
Mm-hmm.
We have a playing field up there. And there's this guy with a set of drunk. stopping the youth from getting the recreation. We spoke to them. We spoke to the representative for the Northeast already. I think they had some words to him, but to me, he still is doing the same thing. So we want the authorities to come immediately, because he will create problem for us. We want the authorities to come immediately and get this guy to move his junks and everything from the field, because our youth want to play the sport and we want to use our recreation center. I hope somebody's listening in the authority and will do something about it in a hurry. We need it. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for your contribution this morning. I certainly hope someone in authority has listened to your plight this morning, and they will certainly look into it. Good morning to you, caller. How are you? Welcome.
Morning, man. I am hearing all sorts of comments on here, but there's something I want the Graham people to know. Thank God this new NEC just got in. Who is to be blamed? Well, I would say the system. I would not blame the guy. They're beating up on the guy. If I was the guy, do the same thing. The guy didn't work out the prison. They let him free. I'll tell you something. All government business places with government control need cleaning up in a serious way. This is our problem. Not beating on the guy. The guy didn't free himself. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we take more of your phone calls here on To The Point for today. We're coming right back.
Taste, love. Shirley, the Caribbean's favorite biscuit.
Don't miss the new season of Interesting Grenadians on GBN TV and social media platforms from Wednesday, October 12th at 8 p.m. and every Wednesday until November 9th, featuring the Anya Chow Chung story, the Richard Duncan story, and lots more. It's Interesting Grenadians, celebrating our interesting and outstanding Grenadians at home and abroad. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on GBN, beginning October 12th. You won't want to miss it.
Welcome back to our listeners and viewers this morning here on K105 and GBN TV, our social media platform. Good morning to you also. Let's go back to the phone line and entertain another caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. All the lawyers working with a corporation, so no one could go against the other. So all of them is a corporation they're working with. So that's all I have to tell the people.
All right. Thank you so much. 435-2041, 435-2041. You have the option of calling in and expressing your views and concerns this morning. Let's go back to the phone line. Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning. I want to thank Mr. Bernard for letting me know what was appealed. And because I was wondering if the person is guilty and they brought the person to the police to get the body and think, what was they appealing against? So he says they're appealing the length of sentence, but could you imagine? You commit such a gruesome crime and you want to have the right to determine how long your sentence is? What if he had gotten lifetime? What would he have done? So I believe there was some colluding some way to get this man out of prison. Because the Bible tells you about the love of money, and I somehow have in my mind something was taking place during those years, and to get him out. And I don't think it was an error. I think it's something that was done deliberate to get this man out of prison, and it's very sad. And that's why I encourage Grenadians to seek God and to pray, because prayer changes a lot of things. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. 24 minutes moving up before the top of the hour here on K105 at GBN TV. We're going back to the phone line. Seems the lines are pretty busy this morning. Let's go back. Good morning to you, caller.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing all right, sir. What about you?
All right. I would support the last caller, Ms. Jeremiah, because what you say is the gospel truth, you know? I believe that. But what I'm saying, I'm not worried much because I know definitely that our Attorney General is a capable person. I know that she's a very serious woman. I know she has a lot on her plate right now, a lot of work. So much you wouldn't believe. And I know what she would do. She would do everything in her power to get everything right. From the east to the north, to the south, to the west, everything on her plate. Now we're coming one after the other. So please, give us some time. Everything will be all right. This is a serious woman, and she's capable about her job.
All right.
So I'm just saying, I hope things would speed up a little bit, but please, everything you need. Thank you, brother.
Thank you for your contribution also, caller. Let's take another caller this morning. It's To The Point here for today, Wednesday, and it's moving up 23 minutes before the top of the hour. Let's take another caller. Good morning to you, caller. How are you?
Morning. Good. It's always nice to be in your company.
Yes, good morning to you, man. Go right ahead with your contribution. Try to keep them short, please. Try to keep your contribution a bit short.
I joined late because I just come in a class. The thing about it is that I think we need to elevate the level of consciousness which guides us and influences us. We cannot function on speculation and accusation. The thing about belief and facts are not the same, Belief, there's doubt in belief still. There's no substance facts. You cannot doubt facts. Because facts, I know we could sort of manipulate stuff, but the thing about it is that we live in a society which we are trying to aim to be a sort of orderly, so predictable place where everyone would be responsible and so on. But that's not the case at the moment. We know that by and large we have created a society of irresponsible people, of folks that are not accountable. But at the same time, we ourselves, all of us, are not in a position to point fingers at one another. Mm-hmm. Because, for one thing, and I've been saying this for a long time, we are pretenders of the highest order. And an event is coming up soon, which we will again go as the folks in Greece used to do, the hypocrites, masquerading and so on. And pretend that some event that took place in Grenada was justified. I mean, it's sad. We're not doing good for the future. And I want to say about the way we respond to climate situation. We're facing a climate crisis. The heat is killing us. There's no doubt about it. But we are doing nothing about it, and we are wallowing in, majoring in mining, and oh gosh. We need to really take seriously. Look what is happening with Hurricane, what's his name, Ian?
Yes.
And also the recently Fiona. Let's take life more seriously, not out of fear about God coming and everything. We are messing up the very basis of what we have to survive and what the future, need our protection from. So, in the interest of the future generation, let us wake up and do what is not, I wouldn't even say what is most urgent to save life in a way that is hospitable. We can have all the money, all the stuff, all the status, but then there's nothing we can do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Thank you for your contribution as always. 435-2041. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You know what I have to say this morning? I have the feeling that they know definitely what happened to the man. Because what happened is, all of them inside there, all them liars and all of them, know definitely money pass for the man to get out from the prison and go in England.
All right, caller. Thank you for your contribution this morning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Folks seem to be very passionate about pertaining with that particular issue, and I'm so sad to see the way that folks feel, but sometimes you get lost for words in explaining that. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Yes, good morning. I just want to get this little part clear because things are being said back and forth and sometimes in a mixed up way. When people watch a case going on, we do see a lady sit down in a corner with a little machine, and I learned from listening to one of the ride-along program that is a machine with a shortened machine. The stenographer would use the shortened machine to take notes, which can be described as a computer also in modern times. Okay. And the case is also recorded now. So we're speaking about two different things. So I'm talking from what I'm hearing, the muffled information that I'm hearing, and I'm trying to get it clear. So maybe somebody out there listening can clarify now. Are we speaking that the computer that the stenographer used went missing, and coincidentally, the audio now from the tape recorder went muffled? So we're speaking about two things. Are we? Somebody may be able to answer that. Yes, because I have heard that it's the audio that have an error, but yesterday Miss Claudette Joseph said the computer went missing. So are we speaking about two things? Because I could never, for the love of me, as a little layman, imagine that a court, a big court, will depend on just one machine, one way of recording a case.
All
yeah?
right.
All right.
Thank you so much for your contribution, caller. And let me understand that so much. 435-2041. Still have a couple more minutes left on today's program, and you have the option of calling in. We do have another caller. Let's go. Good morning to you, caller.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, go right ahead.
Yeah, I think I have two suggestions to do that could make concerning the bending around the tongue. First and foremost, I think the bus might have left us concerning the Market Square, because I think the Market Square, the way it was constructed, it could have been constructed in such a way that there was a 3-story building. The first floor will be for the farmers, the second floor could be for the vendors, and the third floor could be for car park. Now, even nothing like that cannot be done there anymore. That area, of course, we have a car park under the hospital. Why don't they construct it in such a way, put the facilities in place, and make it like a flea market, so all the vendors could go over there and do their sales, instead of compromising the police work, compromising people walking on the sidewalk, you know? So I believe at the end of the day, probably the government could look into that if it's not too late. Either put a 3-story building in the town, because that Market Square, the building that was preserved, if I'm not wrong, I believe that was put there in the early days for our ancestors selling as slaves, if I'm not wrong. And seeing they want to preserve that, okay, if they want to preserve it, but there could be a building put there that could be adequate enough to get rid of the vending around the town. And you have proper car parking on the top, as I said, and the farmers with their heavy load could stay below and do them like it used to be years ago. So unfortunately, if the government could look into something like that, I hope it's not too late.
I hope it's not. Certainly hope so also. Well, seem to be the caller's phone seemed to be giving me a bit of feedback. 435-2041. 435-2041. Moving up to 15 minutes before the top of the hour this morning. Let's take a break and we come back into our final segment after the point. We wrap up to the point at 10 a.m. this morning. We come in right back. Don't touch your dial.
You're on.
Whether you're shopping for hardware, building materials, and appliances, Hubbard's Building Supplies at Grand Anse is the place to shop. With improved facilities, increased parking, wider variety of products, and a trendy and spacious layout, catering for all your shopping needs. Why wait? Visit Hubbard's Building Supplies today. Now open Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Hubbard's. Quality service, affordable prices.
Mingle and Jingle coming soon to all GBN platforms.
Building
or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. It's To The Point for today, Wednesday, the 20th day of September. It's the final segment for you this morning, and we already do have a caller online. Let's go over and say good morning. I guess we lost that caller. I guess that caller ran into, should have got a little bit impatient, per se, and hang up. Let's go back to the phone line and say good morning. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Good day, sir. How you doing?
Not bad. Go right ahead.
What's your name again, sorry?
GT. Just GT. I will go with GT.
What GT mean? GT means?
My name is Glenn.
Then?
Telesford.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
I want to hit a point there this morning. The Ministry of Finance, in collaboration with the government, are going around the island. They was in St. Patrick's last night, McDonald College, where they're having consultation with different people on the views on the budget. You know, soon they're going to be the 2023 budget, yeah?
Yes.
So they're having consultation with the public, which is good, but I think they need to do more PRO to inform people. Let them get out into the town hall meeting. You understand what I'm saying? For instance, tomorrow they're going to be at St. David's at St. David Wester Hall School. Wednesday. Thursday they're going to be at St. Max Bonner Government School. Tomorrow, Thursday. Friday going to be out. Monday, October 3rd, they're going to be at St. Andrew's GSS, Grenville Secondary. Tuesday, the 4th, they're going to be at St. John's again. They're going to be in the St. John's Anglican School. And Wednesday going to be the final meeting they're having. It's a town hall. It's a final national consultation where they're going to go virtual. So these are the things we need people to know, to go there, get information. You understand?
So do you understand? So there should be a little bit more PR going out and letting folks know they're coming out to these consultations pertaining to the budget. That's what you're saying?
That's my point here.
Thank you so much for your contribution this morning.
Have a nice day.
All right, 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number here on K105 and GBN TV to be part of To The Point. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Okay, listen. We have to say thank God that God is still in high heaven. And Miss Jeremiah make a point just now. Not I go along with her, but remember, whatever we do as lawyers, as judges, we have family members behind. So whether money pass on top or pass on the bottom, their families on both sides are hurting still of what went on. If you could remember the issue with this guy down there, I don't know what will come out of it. But there are many injustices going on in Grenada and nobody's taking blame for it. I'm asking us as a country, let us learn to do what is right. If we want God to continue to bless us, because when we do these things, what I tell us as a nation, as citizens, anybody can come into our country, kill our citizens, and even here kill one another and get away with it.
All right.
So this is total rubbish where a serial killer get away, jump on a plane and fly out. I'm not attempting to blame anyone, but what I mean to say, lawyers and judges need to speak the truth and do that which is right. One is saying it is disappear, once it is untrue. Quote to believe. Let us remember, God in our heaven see everything. What we cannot see, He look down and see everything. We must be very careful what we are doing to our nation, because in the long run, we have family members that will suffer because of our consequences. Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution this morning, caller. Thank you so much. 10 minutes moving out before the top of the hour this morning. We're back on the phone line. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you. Just a couple of points, the GT, I'd like to make today.
Go right ahead.
I think it was yesterday, a gentleman called with regards to the challenges at, I think it's Willis Health Center.
Yes.
Due to, I think, one nurse or somebody just
one
go
nurse
to the clinic and there's only one nurse there.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I just wondered, we do have a medical school on the island. How do we incorporate some of these medical students to come to the clinics as part of the preventative medicines for people? I think after COVID, we're in a situation where we have to look after our health. So maybe Mr. Lacrette, Minister of Health, could work with SGU to try and help support our medical centers, because the Prime Minister did say during the campaign, having to go to the hospital for a bus head is just not the best use of their time. That's the first point. The second thing I'd like to contribute to is we have the Rotarians. I really want to big them up. They have started a book, bring a book and take a book, to try and encourage people to do more reading. And I really want to applaud them for that. So that's my contribution today.
All right. Thank you so much, caller. Have yourself a good day.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for your contribution this morning. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's a number you can certainly use to calling this morning to be part of To The Point here on K105 and GBN TV. And for those of you out there who are, of course, viewing us via our Facebook page, good morning to you. Thanks for being part of the program also. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, GT. How you doing?
Doing all right, sir. What about you?
Good. I'm good, man. GT, how does a magistrate or a judge send somebody who steals coconut to prison for 6 months or a year? Yet, mind you, it is wrong. But you have corruption and wrongdoing in the courts. Who goes to prison now, GT?
Are you suggesting that there are corruption and within the court, who goes to court for that? Or who goes to prison for who's doing the corruption within the court?
That's right.
Well,
somebody a person was found guilty, I think, some years ago, and was sent to prison for coconuts that they stole from somebody's land, right? Now, look at that corruption in the court where somebody was found, this murderer was found guilty. He was sentenced to 67 plus years in prison. But because of some theft, as it's alleged, that took place in the court, that murderer has now been set free. But I would say this, GT, if that was my child, he would not have left Grenada, and I say that without any qualms. He would not have left Grenada. Finally, that court needs to be brought to court and found guilty. That is corruption and wickedness in the judicial system.
Thank you for your contribution this morning, caller.
Have a good day.
You too. Have a great day yourself. 4:45. It's Wednesday, the 28th day of September here on the K105 and the GBN TV. It's To The Point. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, and how are you?
Doing good, caller.
Hello?
Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning. It's a lot has been said about this case, and I am going to say he appealed because he got 67 years, and that was too much sentencing for him. But he still had life. but the woman child doesn't have life, he take it. So my thing is, he shouldn't get 67 years. He should get the lethal injection. Have a good day.
Thank you for your contribution also. 5 minutes moving out before the top 10. We wrap up to the point at 10 a.m. this morning. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Yeah, Mr. First for me to come back for a few seconds. Now, I want to put out a suggestion to us Grenadian people. We have a lot to complain about. We talk about corruption in government, corruption in different places. We have corruption all over. You know why? Because of sin. And the devil is controlling man's heart. I want to suggest that, Grenadians who believe God and know how to pray, form some groups in different areas. And you have a time when they meet to pray, not only for government, but for the nation, for our children, for the different systems that we have. Pray that God will take over this area, that God would be seen as part of Grenadian life. The anthem says we should be ever conscious of God, but we are not conscious of God. And where God is not, the devil doesn't ask for permission. He comes in and takes over. So I'm asking Grenadians to start praying a little more. Seek the face of God. If not, it will be real chaos. So let us pray, because a lot of evil is taking place in this nation.
Thank you for your contribution. Also, caller 435-2041, 435-2041. We taking your calls. We're back to the phone line once again. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Morning, caller.
Good morning to you.
Morning. God does not hear the prayers of wicked people.
All right. I'm not sure where that caller is going there with that bit of a contribution he made there. I'm not sure why. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number. You can certainly call in to be part of the program this morning. Just a few more minutes left. Let's go back live. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, I would like to know, you ever hear the slang? Money talk and bullshit walk.
All right, caller, we wouldn't entertain that language format on the radio, so weren't able to keep you there any longer. 435-2041, 435-2041. I understand the passion in terms of how some people feel sometimes, but sometimes we do have to have a bit of a control with our emotions. 435-2041. If that's a number to be part of to the point this morning. Just 2 minutes or so before we take a wrap for today. Interesting program this morning. Folks had a lot to say. Also via the Facebook page, the comment section, folks have been saying a whole lot. Didn't get a lot of your comments in this morning. Certainly will try my best to do it sometimes, but sometimes with the calling end, I may have to make some time and do a segment where I just entertain the comments via the comment section. So that's what we're going to take a wrap for to the point for today, folks. Been a pleasure always doing this program for you. Join me again tomorrow. We would have may have a guest in tomorrow. Hopefully we should be having a guest in tomorrow. We'll entertain that guest when they do come in tomorrow. So until then, have yourself a great day. Those of you listening via K105, thank you so much for being part of it. All of those of you who have called in, I want to thank you so much for taking the time of the calling and sharing your contribution. Those who have been viewing via GBN TV, our Facebook page also, thank you so much. The folks that made the comments once again, thank you so much. Until we have another program for you, have yourself a great day, and Godspeed with you for the rest of the day. This is why I say goodbye for today.